As you might expect, President Obama's full-throated defense of his strategy against ISIS in the wake of the Paris massacre is drawing intense reaction from Republicans tonight, hoping to replace him in a little more than a year. Senior political correspondent Mike Emanuel tells us what they're saying.
The terror attack in Paris is already having an impact on the 2016 campaign trail. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush says the U.S. should declare war on ISIS. Others, like Texas Senator Ted Cruz, are emphasizing how they'd handle those fleeing the region if they were commander-in-chief.
We shouldn't be bringing in tens of thousands of Syrian Muslim refugees. Instead, we should be resettling them humanely in Middle Eastern countries that are majority Muslim.
Cruz's call yesterday to allow Christian refugees into the country, saying there's not a meaningful risk that they will commit terrorist acts, hit a nerve with President Obama.
We don't have religious tests to our compassion.
However, Cruz had a different tone and message on Special Report last year.
We have welcomed refugees, the tired, huddled masses for centuries. That's been the history of the United States. We should continue to do so.
Businesswoman Carly Fiorina ripped the president for taking a victory lap on ISIS before the Paris attack.
ISIS is not a JV team, Mr. President. They are not contained. They are at our shores, and they measure their victory in body count.
A day after Dr. Ben Carson seemed to struggle on Fox News Sunday on how he'd build a coalition to fight ISIS, in Nevada, Carson read a statement from his phone calling on Congress to strip public funding for resettling refugees and suggested a different kind of screening.
We should apply ideological tests. And I would be very reticent to bring in people who are ideologically opposed to the ideal of America.
Yesterday, Florida Senator Marco Rubio said it's impossible to vet those fleeing Syria.
We won't be able to take more refugees. It's not that we don't want to, it's that we can't, because there's no way to background check someone that's coming from Syria.
The Statue of Liberty says, bring us your tired and your weary. It didn't say, bring us your terrorists.
Meanwhile, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, a former U.S. attorney, played to his strength by emphasizing getting tough on terror.
We must never allow this cult of evil to take hold in our country or to live amongst us. It is the antithesis of what it means to be a free American.
Meanwhile, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has announced legislation that would suspend visas for countries with a high risk of terrorism. It would also impose a 30-day waiting period for background checks on visas from people from other countries. Bret?
Mike, thank you.